Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Prepare to receive our next speaker, and that is Fia, the beloved sister Fia, that is here to share her wisdom, her joy, her light. And Fia, I've never met you before, but I really feel your essence, and I'm so joyful to hear and receive what you're going to share. And I've heard that you have a really deep, deep connection with nature, and you're like merging in nature and communing with nature and human beings. And this passion for nature to help and assist people to find their deep communion with Mother Earth. And also that you help people to see and understand, becoming aware of repressed feelings, emotions, and patterns, and really bringing it to their own awareness of their great, magnificent essence. So I'm very happy to present our next speaker, beloved sister Fia. Welcome so much. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that presentation. Can you hear me is my first question.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. As you said, my name is Maria Irene, but I'm also called Fia. And it's just delightful to be here with all of you today. And I want to share my experience on connecting with nature. Not only on a physical level, but also on a vibrational level. I started out with working as an adventure guide, nature and adventure guide, bringing groups of people into nature to places where they would probably not have been able to go if it wasn't for a guide. And being comfortable in those new surroundings and connecting to the wild that most people are not used to, animals and weathers and such. But then something shifted and a longing to go deeper came. Like something had been missing in that work that I've been doing. And I started connecting deeper with the essence of nature, with the vibration of the places that we were visiting. And I had several experiences where I couldn't really determine where my being ended and nature started and the other way around. And it really touched me. And it touched me so deeply that I felt I wanted to share. I wanted to share it with every being on earth. And the fact that many people have lost this connection makes me quite sad. So speaking here today, I am hoping to be able to share a little bit of tools and also maybe a little bit of transmission from nature, energetic transmission from nature. Because nowadays I work as an energy worker and a healer. And for some of you listening, energy work and healing might be a little foreign or completely new. So I just want to share a little bit first about how I see that. Basically, the way I see it, everything around, and not only me, and science as well, but everything around us is energy. So all that you can see around you and what you can see here around me and what's within you is basically vibration and empty space combined together in different ways on different frequencies. And when some of these frequencies are denser, so we can perceive them with our senses. For example, our physical body, it's denser. And other vibrations, frequencies are less dense, light, sound, and even lighter frequencies that our physical senses are not able to perceive. Some of us working with energy have deepened and expanded our awareness of subtle energies to be able to perceive more than perhaps we do in our everyday lives. And everybody can do this. It's not only energy workers. We were born with these abilities, but many of us were taught pretty quickly not to. And still, I mean, even for me, when I connect on other levels, there's a lot that I don't perceive. So these vibrations within and without, they create energy fields. So every human has a bio energy field around them, and the earth has an electromagnetic field around it. And I'll get back to that a little bit later, actually. So the topic of reconnecting with nature, remembering that we are all one, remembering that every thought and every action affects the whole. And every vibration of the whole affects you. I want to invite you, one of the easiest ways of remembering your connection is to take a breath. So I want to invite you to feel the surface that you're sitting on, maybe your feet towards the earth, and just take one simple breath in and out. When you breathe in, you're getting oxygen that the trees and the plants have created through photosynthesis. And then you breathe out carbon dioxide that the trees and plants can use. And in that way, every single breath connects you to the green around you. One single breath, the simplest reminder. And another way that I like to share is the attitude of gratitude. Now, starting to connect with nature from your heart. So every time you take a breath, or your next breath, why don't you also send a thought of thanks to all those green friends around that help you be alive? And maybe next time you eat your food, give thanks to all that was required for that food to end up on your plate. Or you walk past birds chirping, give them your attention, full presence, with gratitude. Watch a flower, watch it closely. See the beauty and feel gratitude for that creation. Now, I just saw a message pop up and I wanted to see what it said, but I think it had to do with later. So I'll come back to breathing and being grateful for nature. There are deeper ways that we can connect, reconnect, remember. Let's envision that we can reconnect to Earth, heart to heart. Now, one of my favorite quotes is by Joseph Campbell. And it says, the goal of life is to make your heartbeat match the heartbeat of the universe and to match your nature with nature. And on a philosophical level, this is beautiful, but it is also possible on a physical level. So take a breath and also come closer to your heart space, perhaps even put your hands on your heart. Feel that pulse underneath your hands. And I believe we can recalibrate our human energy field to match the heartbeat of Earth. And the heartbeat of Earth is sometimes called the Schumann resonance. It's a pulse of about 7.23 hertz all around the planet, continuously pulsing. Now, funnily enough, this is the same vibration as your brain when it goes into restful and meditative states. So the alpha and theta brain waves. Your brain and your heart are continuously communicating with each other through brain-heart coherence. Your heart has an energy field that's 5,000 times stronger than your brain, and it continuously sends out vibrations into your environment. And in a way, that connects the pulsation of the earth through your heart in every moment. Now that is an explanation on a logical level. Close your eyes, rest your hand on your heart. Feel the pulse of your heart. Become aware of the air and the surroundings around you. And see if you can perceive the subtle connection that you have with everything that is around, and how everything that is around also affects you. And coming back to the present moment and listening to me, another really simple way of reconnecting is earthing. And some of you might have heard of it before. It is simply connecting a part of our naked skin to the surface of the earth, our beautiful planet. Earth has an unlimited supply of free electrons. And these are very beneficial to our health because in our bodies there are free radicals which are positively charged. And these free radicals can cause inflammation and disruption and a lot of other unbalances. They cause oxidative stress on our body. And they're searching for a free electron so that can be neutralized. And those free electrons we can be given as a gift from Earth if we connect to it directly. And it's so simple. Research has been done on this by Clint Ober, James Oshman, a few more. They've written books. I can strongly recommend a book called Earthing. But most of all, I just want to recommend you to sometimes take your shoes off and walk barefoot on the grass, or put your feet in a stream, so you could take benefit from this, from these electrons, and charge your energy field, and also be more directly connected to Earth. Wearing shoes and living indoors on plastic floors have literally made us sick. Now, since I mainly work with subtle life energy, even subtler than the forms that I've described so far, I spend a lot of time meditating in nature. And everybody can learn to connect to nature on this subtle level. Sometimes when I'm in nature, I can sense vibration from trees, I can hear flowers, I can see the energy field around a stone or a plant. And just a word of caution, when you start to develop your extrasensory perception, this widening of your physical senses, I recommend doing it with a teacher or a mentor, because there's a lot of vibrations that you might not want to connect to, at least not straight away. Because nature has a beautiful vibration, but there's many, many, many layers of unseen energy. So meditating in places in nature where you feel really calm and safe is a good way to start. Just sitting in stillness and coming into that place close to your heart, connecting your roots deep down into the surface that you have underneath. Take a breath, connect with your whole body to that surrounding, and just enjoy that. Take note, if you do that regularly, take note of how it affects your overall well-being and your way of functioning. And then perhaps you will have these deep experiences and you will turn out like me and you want to share it with the whole world. I hope so. Because the things that I'm saying now it's not the first time and they're not new, but they're well worth saying again and again. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I hope that you can take something out of what I just shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fia. And so beautiful that you showed us the way to reconnect and tune in with Divine Mother and Mother Earth. Very, very beautiful. I feel really soul touched, and I really feel you as this nature angel coming here to serve. And thank you for sharing your wisdom. I'm very happy. It was beautiful. Thank you.
You.